shot here at US Bank Stadium located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Has it all teed up, and we're off from US Bank Stadium. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got a shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They go play fake with Browning. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, a give to Brown. Juke the defender. Now this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down, Cincinnati.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They'll run again with Brown. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And the Vikings rush brings him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Browning from the gun. They'll make a... Oh, he lost the football! And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as you can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give to Mason. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Third and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Now here he goes again. And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Play fake, Browning. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Browning. He's running for it. It's a gain of 12 there, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They motion the slot man right. First down throw. Here's Browning. Catch made by Chase Brown. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
What's more than a must-get for a quarterback? I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
That's a gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Vikings first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings with a chance to boost their lead. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's McCarthy.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they are all the way to that red zone.
A gain of 59 yards. And a Bengal first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down from the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Browning from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Throwing is Browning. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
4th down.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team, and Evan McPherson made his first one. This is a little over 40. McPherson's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. They'll have to be quick about anything they want to do here. We're just moments away from halftime. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, McCarthy. made underneath by the back. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
We'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Here's Brown to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Browning. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
3rd down from the gun. McCarthy looking for a target. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Here's Brown again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st down, Cincinnati.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down throw. Here's Browning. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down, Bengals.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Gets this down to the 13-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw, Browning. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings now set to take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another run for Mason. Gets up the edge to the 35. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
34-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running right, here's Mason. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking at throw, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Man in motion, headed right. On first down, it's Mason. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. No run here. It's Mason. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Vikings now lead by 10. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 20, Bengals 9.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, this is Piron. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 now. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. First down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bengals trailing by 11. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Browning. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. To take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And even with a good amount to the final 2 minutes remaining, no timeouts left, so they should be able to kneel this out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.